Hi, I'm Jacob Volz, and today I'm going to tell you how Christmas is ruining our economy. First off, let's talk about consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is the difference between the price that an individual is willing to pay for a good or service and the price that they actually do pay. This can be represented on this graph as the difference between the demand curve and the market price. Consumers want to maximize their consumer surplus by finding good deals and being selective when purchasing products, taking into consideration tastes and preferences. Let's use knives as an example. A Spyderco Tenacious' market price is $37, but Aaron Volz would ultimately pay about $62. That gives him a consumer surplus of $25. On the other hand, we have the Hinderer XM18, which is sold on the market for $689, when to Aaron Volz the knife is only worth about $412. This results in a loss of value equal to $277. Consumer surplus and the price one is willing to pay vary wildly from person to person, and that wide range of prices at a wide market level is actually what generates the shape of our demand curve. So, if we take away a given consumer's buying power and instead buy them something as a gift by guessing at taste and trying to maximize consumer surplus for them, we are inevitably going to miss something and value will be destroyed as the difference between what they're willing to pay and what is paid decreases. Next up, let's talk about what happens from a production standpoint by talking about video games. If Caleb is allowed to give his business to a video game company, he will choose to buy a fantastic game from a company that he trusts, like Battlefront, which is produced by the company EA. If a game is given to him, he could end up with an awful game like Recore, which is produced by the studios Armature, Concept, and Asobo. Now, instead of EA being $40 richer, which would allow them to continue to develop and produce high-quality games into the market, Asobo has that money, and they will have an increased ability to continue to flood the market with bad games like Recore. By allowing aficionados to choose their own products that they buy, money goes to the right companies who deserve the business so they can continue to make quality products. As you may have guessed, this year we are giving you the most economically efficient gift from both an allocative and productive perspective: cash. You may remember in years past the little anthem playing about 25 greens. Well, fortunately, I'm here to give that a little facelift with one more economic concept. Inflation is a continual increase in prices of goods and services and therefore a fall in the purchasing value of money. In 2011, you could use 25 greens to get you 25 Matchbox, 6 chocolate bars, 5 lattes, 2.5 shirts, or 2 board games, but with the value of the dollar falling at a rate of 1.7% over the last 5 years, you may only be able to buy 17 Matchbox cars, 4 chocolate bars, 3.6 lattes, 1.789 shirts, or 1.3251 board games. In order to counteract this phenomenon and keep our gift relevant by branding ourselves in such a way that it appears we have less substitute products, therefore incorporating aspects of a monopoly into a competitive market, which results in a more loyal customer base with a downward sloping and elastic demand curve, we are increasing the amount of greens in our gift. This year, our gift to you is the newest model of the Volz family Christmas gift: 30 greens. Let capitalism live on unrestrained.